Hello, my friends. It is me, Dr. Janet Roark. I'm a veterinarian in Central Texas, hanging out actually in Dallas right now. I'm in a hotel room. You can probably tell by my background that it's different. I'm not in my normal office, but I am just super excited to be here tonight. It is my normal Ask the Vet Q&A time on Sundays at 7 p.m. If you're hopping on, let me know where you're from and what essential oil you're using tonight. I am just loving seeing what you guys are using. I'm using a lot of balance today myself. But I just am so excited because I have a couple of announcements for you guys. And if you have any questions for me, be spending a few minutes trying to answer some of your questions over here. Just pop those in the chat as they come up. Preferably questions about animals and essential oils, since that's kind of my thing. And but yeah, I have a really cool webinar coming up in June in the membership. So if you're in the membership, you get access to it. It's free for you. It's an exclusive webinar for you guys. And for those of you that are not in the membership yet, you should join so you can watch the webinar. It's going to be about essential oils playing nicely is what it's called. Playing nicely, what to do when animals do not get along. We're going to be talking a little bit about that behavior of animals not getting along with each other, and then what essential oils and other things can help with that. And it'll be a very fun webinar. So super fun when sibling rivalry, all the sibling rivalry that comes up. And I also will be doing a webinar, a free webinar for everyone, open to the public, about essential oils and horses. Something along the lines of, I haven't quite finished it yet. So it'll be probably the top 7 mistakes horse owners make that might accidentally be hurting their horses and how to fix them. And that will be free on June 20th. So the one in the membership group is going to be on June 17th. That's a Friday at 4 p.m. And the free one will be June 20th here on this main page. Actually, it'll be on Zoom. I don't know that I'll be posting it on Facebook, but it'll be on Zoom. So definitely sign up for that. I don't have the link to that yet because I haven't written it yet. So I'll be doing that in the next week or so. But I wanted to give you a heads up for that for my horse people. And then we'll be running the 7-day Happy Healthy Horse Challenge the last week of June, starting on, I believe, the 27th. And that'll go for 7 days. And you'll have lifetime access to that for those of you that purchase that. So if you have a horse and you want to join me with that, it's been a while since I've done that one. So I think a lot of people have been waiting patiently for that. But it'll be a really good one to introduce people to horse people to essential oils as well. If you have any friends that are of the equine of the equestrian persuasion like me. I love my horses. So really excited to be doing that. It's one of my favorite challenges to do. So awesome. Hi, JB. Hi, Robin King. Oh, Katrina in Oklahoma using some lavender. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Debbie is asking about oils for blood pressure. Ylang ylang is very, very good for that and is safe for most species. Just make sure you dilute it appropriately. So say for a cat, you want to dilute to 1%. If it's a dog, 1 to 3% is a good option. But that's another good one. Marjoram is also excellent for that. Alyssa has a question about horses. So kind of goes along with our theme of the month. I love doing horses in the summer so that all of my Canadian friends can join me. Them trying to put oils on horses in the middle of winter never works out. So even though I can put oils on horses in the middle of winter here in Texas, not all of you can. And so we like doing it in the spring and summertime so that you guys can all participate. So yeah, the Digestive blend is excellent for that. You all absolutely can use some different medications for that. There's another supplement called Gut X that is quite excellent and has been really helpful. Aloe vera juice is excellent for that. And I have an off-the-track thoroughbred myself named Mac. He's my heart horse. I absolutely love him. We do the big jumper stuff. And by big, I mean like low adults. Okay. Like I jump 3'6" and no more than that, but that's high enough for me. But he's pretty high stress. Like he's just go, like he's in go mode all the time. He's a thoroughbred. He's, you know, when you ride him, you can feel the blood. And it's super fun. And it's just, he's an excellent performance horse because of it. But on the same token, he's very prone to things like ulcers and anxiety. He does best not being stalled at all, 24/7 turnout, 24/7 grass hay or grass if you have it. We don't have a ton of grass down here, so we use grass hay, and then a lot of supplements to support the digestive system. So digestive enzymes, probiotic, prebiotic. So I use a supplement called Smart Digest Ultimate, which is like the best probiotic that I really, really like. I've had really good success with it. And they have a Care program that's super great for these types of horses. And then he also does get medication on occasion when he's in high stress situations, like a horse show or something like that. But the digestive blend is excellent. Aloe vera juice. And then there's a product called Gut X, which I've had several horses that do really, really well on. And a lot of times when you really, truly address the ulcers, the anxiety goes away. But they do tend to go hand in hand. Anxious horses tend to get ulcers and vice versa. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Jan is using Balance and Clary Sage. I love it. Jenny, I just answered your question because it was the same question as Alyssa's. Okay. Oh, it's jumping around. Oh, yeah. Terry has livestock guardian dog with ears that flies love. What oils to use on ears? You can actually use the fly spray recipe that I have over at essentialoilvet.com/recipes. Where's my little link for that? Do I have it? Maybe not. There we go. essentialoilvet.com/recipes. There's a horse fly spray, and you can absolutely use that on large dogs like that. The other thing you can do is just use a little bit of the repellent blend, put a couple of drops on your hand and just like rub their ears. That extra little oil on that spot is non-irritating, but it's also really, really preventative in that regard. And for some reason, they don't shake their heads to get them off. They just let the flies bite them. It makes them crazy. It makes me crazy. I'm sure it makes you crazy too. Okay. All right. Selena says, my senior horses do amazing on digestion. Yep, we love it. I love adding it just as a daily supplement for a lot of horses, senior horses especially. We'll be talking about that a lot in the actual horse challenge as well. Okay, so Natasha is asking about fleas. Tis the season. Again, we still use the repellent blend. The old repellent blend works really well, or just diluted cedarwood. So you would just do a 1% dilution of cedarwood. So 2 to 4 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle topped off with fractionated coconut oil. Use a little bit of that and rub them down. So I roll it on my hands and then just like pat them all over. And then flea comb 2-3 times a day. Flea combs are your best friend for actually removing fleas off of fur. Lucy, if I were to buy the 5 milliliter bottle of Helichrysum, how many drops would I put in it to make a roller bottle? Well, it depends on what you're making the roller bottle for, but you would use anywhere from 2 to, 6 or 7 drops to for a dog or a cat. You would do closer to 2 for a small animal, a super small animal like a cat. Closer to 6, 5, 6, 7 drops for a larger dog, for example. And so a little goes a long way with essential oils when you're diluting them properly. Yeah, Rhonda, a lot of things you can do with this. So She's wondering how to alleviate the meds. Okay. I can't tell you to stop using your meds. Okay. Like that is super illegal. I absolutely cannot do that. But yeah, all those things that we talked about for horses to help support their digestive tract is going to be helpful for your dog. Digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics. You can do aloe vera juice. You can make sure that you're feeding a species appropriate diet. You can do smaller meals more frequently throughout the day. You can do lots of calming oils since she's on high alert all the time. You can use the digestive blend on her belly, twice a day, 15 minutes before meals, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of things that you can do to help support the digestive tract to hopefully get her to the point where maybe she can wean off of that particular medication. Sinead, we have 12-week-old rescue kittens. The red tabby girls have been weeing on the sofa, our beds, and blanket in her bed. She uses the kitty litter tray too, but we'll do, I'm not sure where the rest of your question is, but I think it is something along the lines of what can we do to deter her? So what you can do is for sure you'll want to take her to the vet to make sure she doesn't have a urinary tract infection or kidney problems or something like that. Rule out the medical problems first because there's only so much you can do if the kitty needs medicine. Okay. So, but there are some oils that can help. The first thing I would do is really just make sure that you can isolate her to a single room with a litter box in it so that she's not, it might just be that she can't get to the litter box in time in certain circumstances, especially if she plays hard. The other thing you can, and she's just not quite litter box trained completely yet, but I would really worry about possible urinary tract infections or something like that if it's just one kitty doing it. And then in the other cases, you can definitely use some oils, things like diluted juniper berry, copaiba, frankincense. You can use the kids' protective blend as well. So all of those things can help, but you'll definitely want to maybe get some blood work done, maybe a urinalysis to make sure it's not something more significant. Okay. Yeah, I can't answer a lot of these questions. You guys are asking super non-compliant questions today. All right, we'll end with this one. Crystal, my 18-week-old German Shepherd has boogers in her eyes and has been itching like crazy. Feed commercial raw. What can I do besides flea collar and drugs like Frontline? Well, if you're asking about flea stuff, we can use the repellent blend. I'm not sure if you're asking that, but goobers in the eyes is not related to that typically. So I would say goobers in the eyes is more related to, running through the grass. If it's tall grass, that can actually be physically irritating to the eyes. Pollen in the air can be very irritating to the eyes. And what I would recommend doing is if their eyes are red, you can do a cool lavender compress over the eyes, where you just get about 2 cups of cool water, a drop or 2 of lavender, or you can use Roman chamomile. You can use frankincense. You can use copaiba. Dip a washcloth in there, wring it out really well, and hold it over the eyes. And that helps with the irritation. If they're red, use cool water. If they're not red and they're just crusty and gross, then use warm water. So use a warm water compress. So if they're red, use cool water. If they're not red, use warm water compress with lavender, frankincense, copaiba, or Roman chamomile. All right. Good questions, guys. Love you guys so much. If you want more time with me, you need to come to the membership group, which is over at essentialoilvet.com/members. Also, don't forget, we do have an animal aromatherapy certification class. That is a 6-week true certification. It is like a college degree in animal aromatherapy. It is not for the faint of heart. Please don't come if you're just going to sit back and not do anything. This is a class about implementation and actually applying what you're learning. It's how I like to learn. I designed it in a way that I was like, I learn best by doing. And that is how a class is designed. and I simplify it as much as I can, but I still have to teach you the stuff. So it is a live training with me for 6 weeks, and it is awesome, awesome, awesome. We're getting so many amazing animals that are being helped because of my students in there, and so many people actually changing their lives and becoming animal aromatherapists as a profession. So very, very cool. If you're interested in that, head over to essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy, or you can just go to essentialoilvet.com, scroll down a little bit. You'll see my certification course there. You can click on it. We do have openings still for July. July 18th is when it starts. It's a 6-week course. So if you are really wanting to enroll in the summer, when you maybe have if you have a little more time in the summer, some of you do, some of you have less time in the summer. We have spots open in October for you guys. But for those of you that have more time in the summer to take something like this, you do need to dedicate about 3 to 4 hours a week to it. And you have lifetime access to it, so you don't have to finish it right away if you need more time. But please join in July, because we really want to fill up that class with some amazing people who love animals. And yeah, I'll see you guys on next Sunday, same place, same time, 7 p.m. Central Time, right here on the Facebook page, to answer your questions about essential oils and animals. I'm Dr. Roark. I'll see you next week. Bye.